guys, Texas Static here with another look at some of the figures we got this week. Today we're looking at a special figure that I got ahead of time before a lot of people, and that's not one reason why I grabbed them. I basically had this guy on pre-order and it got canceled. I'm talking about the Target exclusive GIJOE classified Breaker figure, and like I said, it got canceled on Target because I used PayPal. And the credit card, what they do, this is basically what they do, and I, finally figured it out. They run the credit card, they run the payment the first time, and of course, PayPal or Klarna or Zip or any of those type of places, if you use those, the paying for thing or whatever, or even whatever, they got to run the credit card again after 30 days. So basically, they can't run it because it was already ran the first time. It shows an error. So that's why, my pre-order got canceled. Crazy thing about it is I didn't even know it got canceled. I had someone mentioned on Facebook that it disappeared from the website. You can't find this on the website anymore. I don't think you can find the diver set on the website either. I don't know what's going on, but they disappeared. And so basically, it's like, what? So then I just checked my email to see or just check my orders, and it was canceled. And then I was like, what? No, nothing? I didn't get a, So it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating that these happen. I mean, of course, they're just toys, and life's more than toys. But, when you pre-order something, you expect it to be there. And I know exactly now what I did wrong. So now this morning, when I pre-ordered the Gameverse, Marvel Cyclock, oh my god, I forgot her name. I don't even have to say her name. Cyclock and Thanos figure, I made sure that I put the right credit card and I'm ready for the charge to come up again next month or whatever until it gets released. And that's basically what you got to do. But this I actually found on an Australian website, and they do sell figures. It's been a while. They do ship to the United States. I was a little worried that it was going to take a while. No tariffs, no nothing. I mean, dang. I mean, it's like, in a sense, like, this might be my alternate route instead of going through Mondo, or instead of going through, places that are charging you tariffs. I might just go through here because they also don't charge tax. They just charge you international shipping. And this was not that bad for shipping. It was a regular price figure, maybe $1 more that they normally cost, and then the shipping for 4 of them, because I got 2 other figures in another figure that hasn't been released yet, Frag Viper, that I'll do a review in a bit, but not bad at all. So I'm very happy and excited that I was able to grab this and not have to wait, until, July 20th when it came out and try to go hunt it. So that's the best thing for me. But anyway, let's look closely at the figure at hand and the packaging. So he does come in this window box packaging. Looking pretty cool. I'm really liking the colors of this guy. I can't wait to pop him out. As you can see, all the accessories, and I have the extra head and everything he has. Then it says GIJOE Classified on the bottom. And of course, you got that new mass device series. So basically, it's this and the dive set, the 2 dive pack, and that also disappeared on the website. So I need to find that, but we'll get that as soon as possible. On this side, this is number 158 in the line. You got these attributes right here. And then you got that QR code. And then over here, we have this very boring art. I've been saying this for a while. I don't like the art. So, they made it a lot easier for me not to collect the boxes anymore. But as you can see here, it says action pose of the figure. You got some Sky Strikers in the background. And then a little bit of pictures and art of what's going on with Mr. Breaker himself. So let's get this guy out of the packaging to get a closer look at Breaker from the GIJOE Classified series. All right, here's Breaker out of the packaging, looking really, really cool. He's actually a very upgrade of the original one. So not sure why they did this, because at first, when we first saw the leaks and stuff, a lot of people were thinking, oh, this is going to be a retro version, a retro carded version, which I think probably would have made a little bit more sense, but not sure why they did mass device. I don't know what they're doing. like I said, they're all over the place. I really wish, you know, some of the things we were getting, you know, you would think, you know, we would get Cobra Law. Where's my Cobra Law? Anyway, maybe they'll do Build-A-Figure Cobra Law. That's what they should do. That'd be smart, right? Anyway, so let's get a closer look at this guy. As you can see, different head sculpt than the other one. Looking really cool. Now, I know like with Outback, they did the whole young versus old, and I think the same thing gonna happen with Hawk, you know, but I don't know if this is a young versus old version. I don't know. I can't tell. We'll see when we do a comparison time. As you can see, it comes with that same vest that Grunt has, where he has a computer there, where you're going, and this is removable, so if you want to take it off, you can. So you got the blacks, and then this subtle green. It's kind of like a, I mean, of course I don't know the name of the color, but it's kind of like a mixed blue-green thing, you know. Then here you got the legs and the torso. Now the cool thing about this he does come with also the belt is separate. It's a separate piece, and it comes with a gun holster there. So that's we noticed that first with the Retro Viper. So that's pretty awesome. I like that. Really cool. And then here's a pouch for his silencer or Uzi. Yeah, silencer, right? And then gun. And you got the legs here. Got some pouches on the side. Got those kneecaps or those knee bracelets. And you got those boots. And I've seen these boots before, but I can't put my finger on it. So yeah, no, he's cool. So he is double jointed, and it's pinless, which is a lot of people like. And you can see you can do that. Also, the legs are also pinless and double jointed, so that's really cool. So you got a lot of posability with him. So let's look at some of the accessories he comes with. First and foremost, he does come with his gun, his pistol. Then his silencer. I guess that's a silencer, right? Is that a silencer? I think, right? I don't know. If you know in the comments, let me know. I'm not really a gun expert, so I wouldn't really know everything on that. Then he got his knife. Some people are like, well, why would he have a knife? Well, you know, just like in Starship Troopers, when they said, you know, you got to bring a gun to get out a knife just in case someone has their hand on the trigger. So, anyway. And here's his backpack, a new backpack we've never seen before. Has an antenna. So he's also definitely a communications guy. I wish I could read the bio for you guys and show. Comes with this cool helmet. We've seen this helmet many times with different characters. Yeah, there's a hole in there. I wonder why. This I haven't seen this before. There's a hole right there. Huh. I wonder why. And then his head sculpt, another head sculpt with the bubblegum pop. The bubblegum, which is cool. So definitely gonna be using this. A lot of people, when we got the first one, people wanted the bubblegum thing and they were trying to do customs and stuff. So that's really cool that we finally get exactly what Breaker was about. And then last but not least, he does come with the element piece. Not sure which one this one is. I don't remember, but it's gold. So I wonder if that hole in the back, you can put this in there. Just kidding. So, you know, I don't know. They were asking, you know, some people were talking about, you know, doing a HasLab mass device, and no, I don't want that. I want just the vehicles. So Emily teased in the fan stream something chilly. So a lot of people are thinking it is going to be the Snowcat, which I'm all for, you know. All right, so let's put these to the side and let's do a real quick comparison time to the original one that came out. All right. Oh yeah, this is definitely different. Definitely different figure. I mean, definitely. Like, they don't even look alike. Like, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's, yeah, not even like the body's the same. There's nothing the same about this guy, you know, nothing. It's all completely different. So like I said, I'm not too sure why we got another one. But yeah, look at the face sculpt on this guy. Yeah, they're much different. Like I said, I'm not too sure why we're getting another breaker. And the thing about me, this one for me, like I didn't like because he's very loose, very loose when we got him. So that does suck about him. Of course, we don't got this problem. Let's see how he looks with his helmet on. Oh yeah, this was definitely the one to get. So yeah, just horrible how. Yeah, this is definitely an upgrade. I mean, I still like this one, you know, except for this part. And I'll definitely keep him on my shelf and, you know, not sell them or anything. But this one definitely will be part of, I guess I'm doing a retro shelf or retro area where I'm putting all the retro figures. So this is where he's going to go. And this one will go back on the shelf with the other rejects. I'm just kidding. But yeah. But like I said, it is a shame that this is a Target exclusive because, you know, a lot of people are going to want this guy. I already know it. So, and I'm sure eBay scalpers are going to have a field day with them. All right, so let me go ahead and get this guy on my turntable to get my final thoughts on the Target exclusive G.I. Joe Classified Breaker figure. All right, here are my final thoughts on Breaker, the Target exclusive, the mass device version. This guy is pretty cool. He's a great upgrade from the original. I know there's a lot of used parts that we've had on other figures, but this guy is really cool. I'm loving that bubblegum face, which is really cool because that's basically the classic. Getting a lot of retro vibes out of this guy, which is really cool. I did figure out there was one more cable that I forgot to put in the description. Comes from his helmet all the way into his backpack for more comm, you know, for comm device or stuff like that from communications. Now, there's one thing that I do have to admit. On the back on his belt for the silencer piece, it's really small and it basically bends on the back of his back. So it's kind of, that's the only problem I saw on that. Like they should have made it either longer or they should have put it on the side of the strap or something, how they normally do, you know, with the gun holster. So that's the only thing I can say was kind of negative. Other than that, this guy is really cool. He is a Target exclusive, and also they did sell some on Pulse. If I see it, I will let you know on the description what if it becomes available. The place where I got it from is basically sold out also, so I don't see it on the site. I was looking yesterday to see if I can see it, so I can, you know, put the link in the description on that. The place is called Pulp Culture, so you want to look that up. It's from Australia. Like I said, I ordered it within last week and it came in yesterday, or you know. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.